I'm in a cr- Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live update from the Pacific Northwest Hypnosis Conference. I am, of course, joined by Anthony Gitch. Hello, Anthony.
Hello, hello, how are you?
Fantastic. I'm actually on the road. I'm here in a hotel here in just Post Falls, Idaho. Woohoo!
Yay.
Good times.
Yep.
Um, so we have some announcements that
Uh,
we'd like to make. I'm gonna make sure we're live. You want to go ahead and start us off?
sure. So we're going to start with first, let me say that the schedules that is downloadable now on the site is the correct schedule. So everybody should have their spots. Now you'll notice that Roy Hunter is still on the schedule. Unfortunately, Roy is not going to be joining us. However, Jim is going to be filling in one of those hours, and then the other time that is available, we're going to leave that room open for people to get together and do some collaboration, some maybe discussing of what they've already learned and that sort of stuff, kind of a little coffee hour sort of thing. Um, and
Yeah.
so that's what we're going to do with that space. And Jim, what are you going to talk about for that hour that you're taking?
Great question. Great question. It's called Pick Me, Pick Me. It's how to get yourself invited to speak at conferences and other events. Because I have a lot of experience coming from one of the organizers of this organization, and then also I've been a speaker and performer for decades. So I've got a few insights that might help you if you're one of those folks that would like to get invited to more to present or entertain at venues.
Because a lot of it does have to do with what you send in.
Mhm.
I
And
know that with me, Jim knows me, and if I get applications that have got a ton of misspellings in them, the grammar's incorrect, all that kind of stuff, I overlook it, but I also take it into consideration because how much attention to detail are you going to pay to what you're actually presenting, right?
it's true.
And
Yeah.
so it's not a judgment, but it's just, what kind of quality are we, how are we going to base that kind of stuff? And so those are things you need to look at. I think that's an awesome class.
Yeah, yeah, and I got quite a lot of insights, and I'll give you just a hint. So we got what Anthony just said, and I'll tell you, it's a relationship. You're building a relationship. We are not just a faceless organization. Tacoma Comedy Club that we're doing a show at on Sunday night. That's not just some faceless organization. Those are people, and you're building relationships. So a little sneak peek into what you're going to learn there.
Yeah. And so that's going to be a good one. I'm glad you're doing that, Jim. So the next thing on my list here is lunches. Oh, Friday night. Friday
Friday
night is
night.
our little get together, right?
Yeah.
Jim and I are
Right.
going to be driving down Friday evening and meeting everybody there at the Marriott in their bar there to have a few cocktails. Um, Say hi to everybody, get warmed up for the event. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a nice little social hour. We're not going to be too late because Jim and I have obviously got to drive back to Seattle and then drive back to Tacoma the next morning at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Registration. So we are starting. The event starts at 9 a.m. is when the first classes starts, when we do our opening talk and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So registration, I'm going to have begin between 7:30 and 7:45. I do believe is when I think that we're going to be able to get the doors open. 8 o'clock at the latest. I'm going to be running the registration table along with Jim. You're going to come in. You're going to get your name badges, which I am printing all up and setting all up with their little lanyards and all that kind of good stuff. So that'll be all done and ready for you guys on Saturday morning. And then Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon, we are doing our lunches. And Jim and I have made some slight changes to how we're doing lunches here. And I'm going to let Jim take it away from here.
Well, you those of you that attended last year, of course, we offered just a crazy low price, and that was to get this thing started up. But this year we needed to charge a little bit more because we wanted to offer lunch. Because one of the problems we ran into last year was that, and I remember, we went out for Thai food, and I remember Rob and his wife, Rob
Groove.
DeGroof, and his wife couldn't sit with us
Right.
because there was no room. And so what we decided to do is we're gonna charge a little bit more so that we can offer lunch. And we were looking at some options. We looked at there were some great choices over at the convention center.
Well, there were box lunches over at the convention
Well,
center.
well, there were yeah, there
Expensive
were some
box
great looking
lunches.
there were some great looking box lunches. But what we decided to do was we could get more bang for our buck if we and we'd also get a little break from the convention center if we went off site. So some of you will remember last year we went to Zeke's Pizza. Some of us went over there.
Whoop, whoop.
Anthony
Let's
has
see.
strong armed me into buying pineapple pizza for everyone. Okay, not me technically, the conference.
Yeah.
So yes, we're going to buy pizza for everyone. We got a big variety. We are going to have. He did insist that we have some pineapple pizza ones there. We'll also have some vegetarian choices, pepperoni, black olive, that kind of thing. Some specialty ones, hot wings, salad, all that good stuff. And so
Gluten-free
we'll.
crust,
What's that? Oh yeah.
gluten-free.
Yes, we'll have gluten-free counterparts for every pizza that we have for those
Salads.
gluten-free folks. And I'm checking. I think they may even have a vegan choice. If they do, we'll put that on the list too. But they may not have a vegan choice. We'll try to get that because I think we have at least one vegan,
We
maybe
have
two.
salads.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's right. And salads. Yeah,
oh,
and hot wings. I
and
mean, those are.
buffalo wings are great for vegans, aren't
Yeah,
they?
absolutely. It's not meat. It's So I'm looking forward to that because everybody enjoyed that. It's great stuff. We've got an hour and a half. It's like, what is it? 2 blocks, 1 block away?
About a block and a half, 2 blocks away. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be awesome. So we're not going to do the Saturday night the Kellner's Pizza Party because that'd be 3 times we're having pizza. But Anthony's going to do something pretty cool Saturday night. He's got something
In the
a walk
work.
with Anthony.
Yeah, right now. So it's what I had originally got planned. I'm just going to let everybody know. Originally, I was going to do a walk around. I'm a big walker. I usually walk about 12 miles a day with my dog and whatnot. And I live in a beautiful city to do that. So I was going to do a walking tour of downtown Tacoma. However, upon further investigation, and I just found this out yesterday, the time that we're going to be doing it and the location where we are, there's not a lot to see apparently, and it
Oh,
ain't the safest at that time of night. I mean, with a group of people, I'm not worried. I wouldn't be worried about it anyway. But a couple of people have said that, well, maybe if you guys walk down to the waterfront, I guess there's one bad little area down there. So I'm still working on exactly what we're going to do as a group.
okay.
There you have it. I
Okay.
just found this out the other day. That's why it's not.
Oh, sorry, I brought it up.
Yeah, yeah. I just found out the other day the feedback. So I was like,
The
well,
joy
I'm
of
gonna put a
the
bummer on
joy
it.
of live video.
Yeah. Sorry, Jim.
I'm sure we're safe with a big group. And I know Dan Goyette wanted to go to the fish shack down there.
Like I said, it's not that it's dangerous, but I'm just trying to take some things into consideration and trying to see where's good places to go.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, it's still in the works, but nothing's set in stone just yet.
Well, if you guys look in the Facebook chat, there's a Dan Goyette started one for. I don't remember the name of the fish shop that he wants to go to, but that might be, if you like fish, that might be a good spot for you to go on Saturday night.
Oh, you know
So,
what? I was going to say we could all go down to Point Defiance, but I don't have a enough card to take everybody to Point Defiance, so I should just stop thinking out loud.
Thinking out loud. Good deal. Good deal. All right. So then we also have, let's see. That's right. We talked about Roy already.
Yeah.
We want to just remind you also that Sunday night, stick around because Sunday night, Anthony and I are doing a show at Tacoma Comedy Club. It's a major comedy club. It's a really exciting time. He's going to do mentalism. I'm going to do comedy hypnosis. So come down, and I'm sure Anthony would too. But we might go have snacks afterwards or something. And happy to chat with you guys if you want to find out more about mentalism, more about comedy hypnosis. Especially you hypnotherapists, you may be wondering how exactly does that work? Is that true? Is he really doing that? Are those people really hypnotized? So come down, afterwards, and again, if we're not too tired, we will happy to
It'll be
do
a
that.
long weekend.
Yeah,
And thanks for you guys for supporting us and being patient with Jim and I. We both have full-time jobs with our
yeah,
practices, and I have another essentially full-time job on top of that. and now you add the conference in it, and we've got a lot on our plates, but I think we do a pretty good job, and we appreciate your guys' support in this because we are not professional event planners. We are
Right.
two hypnotists that want to build an amazing community of hypnosis professionals in the Pacific Northwest, and
Mhm.
this is why we're continuing to do this.
Yep.
It's not
Absolutely.
because it's not because we make a. It certainly isn't because it's fun for us, the planning part. But we're doing this because we love what it is that we do, and we want to see everybody grow in the community. So thank you for your
Absolutely.
support.
And patience
Yeah,
as we work through all these things. And I know there's been several things that you people are that if it was me, I'd be frustrated. We get it. We do,
yeah, yeah.
honestly.
And just to let
Um,
you know, yes, there's going to be projectors. Yes, bring your own
yes.
HDMI cables.
Yes.
Bring your own laptop.
Yep.
If you have handouts, print the stuff up ahead of time. There's not a printer nearby, and there is not a printer in the convention center, and the conference will not be providing a printer.
Right.
And what else? We've got a couple vendors. We've got an
Oh,
NGH vendor. We've got
Danny
Melanie
Green.
Poole, I believe, is a
Is she doing a
vendor.
vendor? We got
Danny Green is a vendor. Dan Goyette. So we've got some of those folks that are going to be out in the registration area. What else have we got going?
and we have a professional photographer.
Yes.
If you guys have seen some of my promo photos and thought, wow, Jim looks really pretty, and then you see me in person, and go, whoa, were those photos touched up? They were not touched up, but they were done in a way that made me look my best, and that's really what you get with a professional photographer. I'm telling you right now. Uh, I just had somebody recently send me a headshot because I wanted to book them for a show, and I told them I can't book you with this shot because it was basically somebody shot it with a Samsung or something in their living room on a white wall. That's not the way to get business. And the best piece of advice I ever got was look at all your marketing and say, would I hire this person? And so a professional headshot, whether you're a hypnotherapist or a stage hypnotist, it's absolutely critical. She's doing it for 150 bucks. Um,
That is a
that,
good deal.
I mean, I paid that literally 30 years ago when I first got my headshots. So yeah, it's
I
a really
think
good
that,
deal.
yeah, headshots are expensive, but they're
Yeah,
worth every damn dime if you get a good photographer.
absolutely. Yeah. And you're investing in your business. So
Yep.
take her up on that. So we've got her information in the group. I'll pin that post. I'll pin that post so you can find her real easy. Steph Spring. Again, she's a professional. If you look at any of my promo shots from a few years ago, she did those, and I've hired her to do new ones for me because you got to get those should be every few years, but it's been about 5 or 6 because of COVID. But yeah.
Mine are about that old too. I had them done just before. Yep, I got to get new ones. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. We got what we needed out there, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, Jim?
Yes, I believe we're.
By the
That's all.
way, folks, it's going to be like 80 degrees this weekend here in Seattle, Tacoma,
Woohoo!
70 up in the 70s. So it's going to be absolutely gorgeous.
Mhm.
So, yeah, look forward to that as well.
One more thing, Anthony talked about the technology. We do have, Dan Goetz bringing some PowerPoint projectors. When I'm going into a talk, I always plan for everything to fail.
Yep.
Don't write it where you have to have the projector because who knows what happens. Somebody drops it, it falls on the floor right before your talk. It's broken, or God knows what could happen. Just
Right.
be prepared to do a talk without the technology, just in case you have to.
Right. And on top of it, we are not recording, and there's a reason that we're not recording. And that's because the damn facility wanted almost 10 grand to record the videos for the weekend. And no, we're not doing that. So we cannot record them professionally. However, if you set something up on your own, that's your own deal. So I think that was one of the other questions that we had a couple on. So that's everything from me. And I have got to go, Jim, because I've got to take off to get to my appointments.
All right.
And we'll talk to you guys all soon.
I'll see you all this weekend.